Birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai, birthday Hawa, birthday Hawa Shai. Kahaloim Wahwa Alahaina Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem El Qadash. Giving double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone who well. Peace and salutation to the elect, the first fruits, the choicest part, that whom the Lord will have mercy upon in these times. So I want to Ra'ashim, are the heats. That's your Nabiyah, or your prophets. 12,000 choice men of each of the 12 tribes of Israel. And collectively, 144,000. You have, of course, a great peaceable multitude behind that of the 1/3, which are the rest of the remainder, whom are not prophets but are believers in the words of Yahweh by Shem Shai. To you I say Shalom as well, and Shalom to the speckled bird Israelite foreigners that look like the heathen nations where they've been scattered to, but lineage go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Alright. And Shemaya Mappan is a mappa from the Great Millstone Plain Tables, camp located here in the city of Philadelphia. How about I'm Lamadi Ma'ait, come and let a little, alright, we lesson. And this lesson, is on Lamadium, Haya, be, this lesson be Baha Barya in the Hebrew. Shem, Ibarya Shem, which Ibarya, or Baryath Shem, meaning a Hebrew name. And it's going to be out of the book of Ruth. I actually found this name, which I thought was beautiful, which actually the word itself contains meaning of being beautiful and biblical usage. But it's a female name. It's a female name, and I'm gonna get it in English real quick. In the book of Isaiah, or actually, pardon. I'm gonna bring a precept up first, and then I'll go into it. All right. The book of Isaiah, chapter 44, and this is verse 5. And it says, "One shall say, I am Yahweh's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel." All right. Which, this particular precept itself is, twofold. You have, Amalek and Esau, or Esau and Amalek, claim our heritage, okay, and claim our name, and try to be as us. You have it where you have shall call by the name of Jacob, and shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and by the name of Israel surname himself. And you have, of course, us. Us coming back to our heritage and our language being the Hebrew. We're giving back our Hebrew names, okay, surnames, a title, to call by name, okay. That's Kana in the Hebrew, and that's under, when you look up surname, Kana. All right. Give a flattering title. Okay. Give flattering titles. You might have like a Jake might call himself or get nicknames and stuff. Taquino, like Tree Stump. I think this one Brazilian in Jiu-Jitsu, his name is Rosemar Paul Harris, and he go by Tree Stump, because he's pretty much a beast. But us, you have it. We would get, certain names, Hebrew names. So what, of course, would be proper to get your own Hebrew name once you wake up to being a Hebrew Israelite. You should get, of course, a Hebrew name. All right. I'm not saying, of course, to change your name literally in the books to your Hebrew name, but when someone address you, obviously within the truth, you'll say Shemya, my name, and say properly what name you, of course, through the Spirit was given. Shemya Amafpa, my name's Amafpa, all right, which means truth too. Amaf being truth, also means to be real. And Ba, it just means two, all right. It's the second Hebrew letter in the alphabet, all right. Ba. So now what we're gonna do is just go to, of course, the prologue of Sirach, and then just quickly just go into the Hebrew name real quick, and then we'll be sorted. So it says here in Ecclesiasticus, the prologue that is, it says, for the same things uttered in the Hebrew are bariath, and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. Okay, so like if you say Naomi, in this case, is as you have it, they have it in English. Okay, well, it don't have the same force as saying the proper Hebrew name for Naomi, which will go into the Hebrew, Naimya, all right, which we'll get into it. And it says, and not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. So the force and the might is within the Hebrew, the language, all right, that the Lord said that he will return to us, okay, which is biblical prophecy. So, we shouldn't waver to get into our heritage. We should seek out the ways of our fathers, and our fathers gave our children, Hebrew names, okay? Of course, we had times when we had, fell away from this truth, but we're waking up to the light. And, the truest, purest light, just like Yahweh Shai. He, when Paul fell off the horse, he spoke to him in the Hebrew tongue. So we ought to, of course, do our best, to speak Hebrew. So let's just go into it real quick. Okay, as you can see, the Hebrew name for Naomi, which when you go back to the book of Ruth, the first chapter, you'd see that name, which Naomi was the wife of Abimelech, all right, or when you go into the Hebrew, that is, Abimelech is Allah Malak, which Allah meaning God, Yah is my, Malak is king, all right, which my God is king, all right, broken down, all right, Naomi's husband. Now, Naomi, you'll see in the book of Ruth, first appearing, I'll read in verse 2. It says here, and the name of the man was Abimelech, and the name of his wife Naomi, and the name of his two sons was Mahalan and Chilon, Euphrates, I would say, possibly, Bethlehem, Judah, and they came into the country of Moab, and continued there. You have it here on the screen, Na-I-Ma-Ya. All together, read the Hebrew from the right to the left, being Na-I'm-Ya. Na-I'm-Ya, the connector, Alright, so you would not pronounce the ma. You would just put these both together. So the I and the ma with I'm. Okay? Naimya, which means my delight. Kindfulness or kindness, pleasantness, delightfulness, beauty, favor, and in the Strong's definition it also says to be agreeableness. Yeah, and it go back to that Hebrew root, na'im, when you look it up, which goes into, and just the same thing, being pleasant and beautiful, be sweet, delightful, be lovely. Okay, so this would be a beautiful name for a actual sincere Ahchwath. All right, Ahchwath being a sincere sister in the truth, through the spirit. In the truth, I mean, with a brother or something, or if you want to give your woman a Hebrew name, if you dare to do that, or if a woman want to get a Hebrew name, this would be a beautiful one. All right. It also means to be plentiful. It says too, when I'm looking into this Brown Diverse Bregs lexicon. But that's it through the spirit. Hopefully, you've been edified by it, and you can utilize it. That's a Hebrew name, strong, right there. It's a proper feminine noun when you make it Naimya. All right, so shalom until the next lesson. Yahweh Shem Yashai B'Shem Qadash, bro. A thumb la b'chiyariyam shal yashala. The Lord, the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. Let's use, being in a plural sense, a thumb. B'Shem Qadash, name of Spirit Holy. Shalom.